Welcome to the Generation Cedar podcast. I'm Kelly Crawford, wife and homeschooling mom to 11. You have come to the right place if you crave to live and parent with purpose and need encouragement and inspiration to do your most important job, raising kids for the kingdom. Join me here every other Monday for your short, powerful shot in the arm. Let's dive into today's episode. So today is part 4 of a series, a 5-part series I've been doing about finding the real meaning of home. And so today's episode is called Understanding Family Economy. This is probably my favorite episode of all 5, just because I've always been so passionate about helping moms have the hope that they can stay home with their families and helping them understand, how to be more efficient. So on my blog, I blog at Generation Cedar. I've been writing there for about 18 years. I've written extensively about the economic advantages of a woman who manages her home well. Like I said, I'm passionate. This is close to my heart because I believe a woman fully devoted to her home and family is such a powerful ministry. And I believe as Christian women, we're really called to that. But the economy we live in makes it extremely difficult. And so I love helping women figure out solutions for being able to stay home. That's one of my biggest passions. And on that, in my blog, as I've written over the years, I've discussed the hidden costs of working outside the home. Sometimes it doesn't even make sense when you add up all of the costs that it is required to work outside the home, childcare, so forth. I've discussed earning money from home, which I now do, and make a full-time income, and I'm going to tell you a little bit more about that in a minute. I've talked about family economy, cutting the grocery budget, paying off debt, and I've shared our own personal journey of my leaving work to come home when it absolutely didn't make sense on paper, which I have no regrets about, by the way. So for this episode, I'd like to do more of an inspiration overview of what it looks like when the home is the center of economic affairs, one of the characteristics of home that began this series, and how a woman, together with her family, can live life with home as the source, not the sacrifice of it all. Understanding the economic dynamics of a healthy family is crucial to even begin working toward the goal, because members must see themselves contributing to one purse, if you will. It's not my money, his money, their money. Though saving for personal goals has its place, but for the basic functioning of home life, we are a family and we all work together to that end. So all should work together to save and to earn, to use money wisely, and to be resourceful. It's my opinion that children should be involved, not shielded from the monetary responsibilities of running a household. They should grow up with a good sense of what bills look like and understand the cost of living. The earlier they can learn a work-for-pay model, the better prepared they will be for real life. That is opposed to simply just getting an allowance for doing nothing. While children shouldn't necessarily be required to contribute directly to paying bills, they should be required to be good stewards of utilities and the consumable comforts of home. A pattern of wastefulness might be countered with monetary consequences until they learn the value of resourcefulness. Another father I know of a large family calls his family a 7-income household. In a typical American home, the children are largely financial liabilities, with parents spending to provide them with many wants and desires outside of what is reasonable. Giving gifts is a good thing, but going bankrupt to help your children keep up with the neighbors is not for the family or for the child. We encourage our children to find ways to make money to spend on items they want, but occasionally they also offer to pay for their part. If we eat out or chip in on something the family is saving for, I'm trying to think of an example right off the top of my head. I think one year we all chipped in a little here and there for a swimming pool, that we found online, a used swimming pool. So that was fun. It's only logical that we should be helping them develop healthy saving and spending habits. I think it's safe to say that a poor practice of financial control by individuals has morphed into one of our nation's biggest problems. As children get older, It's reasonable that the family would benefit from everyone's income. If everyone's eating and using electricity, enjoying vacations, maybe everyone, the older ones, should pitch in. At the very least, start to pay for their own expenses like car insurance, phone bill, etc. It may be counterculture, but it's something families of the past understood to make it all work. Now, time equals money. Frankly, the more time we have as moms and stay-at-home moms, the more money we can save and or earn, which is an important aspect of having a manager at home. She can use all the powers of her mind and all the facets of her gifts and abilities to reuse, create, produce, and multiply her resources. We may think of a woman coming home as reducing to a one-income family, but a woman who understands her potential can continue creative income earning opportunities in addition to saving and stretching the money they make, much like the Proverbs 31 woman. She contributed to the household finances. I mentioned I've done a lot of different things from home to make extra money, and boy, have I. I've run an Etsy shop making personalized cutting boards. I did that for years. I was just able to close that down this year thanks to my new business, which I'll tell you about. I've promoted affiliate links through Amazon. I've created my own businesses only to spend a lot of time and money and not make very much. I did enjoy creating them, but at the end of the day, it needed to be something with a little bit more substantial income. So this past October, we got pretty behind on things, and I just really started praying for an answer. And I ran across a business model that I had hoped for, but didn't even know existed. It's called Master Resale Rights, but it's a digital program. The program itself teaches businesses or individuals how to build and market a business on social media. But the beautiful thing about that, because you can pay upwards of $10,000 for programs like this. This one's not even close to that. But while you're learning these amazing skills, the investment that you made, the one-time investment, you purchase the resale rights and it becomes your business while you're learning all of these skills to build and create other businesses. So I'm able to promote and sell the course, make 100% profit. So instead of promoting a product through an affiliate link, which is what I've done in the past, where you want to make a little percentage of the sale, I get the whole sale. So I started this the 1st of November. I have made over $46,000. It's unbelievable for me to even say that. So I'm making a full income now, finally, for the first time after trying everything under the sun. It has been an enormous blessing to our family. It's a done-for-you business. And if you ever want to learn more about it, you can check the description. I'll try to drop the link to my free blueprint. It explains more about it. It requires a one-time investment, but there are 4 options, makes it possible for anyone. There's also a payment plan, which made it possible for me because we certainly didn't have any extra money at the time. But it's a complete done-for-you business. It's perfect for beginners. It's so great for stay-at-home moms. It only requires about 2 hours a day. Just fit it in around your schedule. And it's great for people who don't have any experience or, who aren't super techie because they've done almost all of the work for you. It's truly an amazing business model. So ask me more. Feel free to reach out if you want to know more about that. I have lived through turbulent economic crises. We have been the scorn of those wondering why we would be so, quote, irresponsible to have children on such a tight budget. We have been to the desperate place of what are we going to do? And I have seen God do the unthinkable and miraculous on our behalf. He is a faithful Father. And though hardship can and will come, I have never seen him forsake the righteous. When we give to him what is his, he promises to take care of our needs. And I think we need a grassroots return to that fundamental truth in a way that causes us to live out our faith in shoe leather, believing him, trusting him. And beyond his provision, I do believe he wants our homes to be beacons, even financially, providing enough even to always be ready and willing to extend our hands to the needy around us. That's one of the primary reasons I feel like the Lord blesses us financially, is so we can help others in need. And so I'll end with a prayer. Father, help us to resist the fear and temptation around us to forsake your promises for what the world tries to offer. May we be good stewards, wise, resourceful, creative, and above all, acknowledging that it all belongs to you.
Thanks so much for listening to today's episode. I want to invite you to come over to my blog at GenerationCedar.com. I have been writing there for 17 years, and you'll just find a treasure trove of encouragement, inspiration. I talk about all things Christian motherhood, parenting in general, and homeschooling, and so much more. I know you will be inspired and encouraged, and I would just love to connect with you too. If you subscribe, we start a conversation, and you'll receive a weekly question and answer, and also a link to every other week's podcast. So hop over there, subscribe, and let's chat. Hope to hear from you soon.